man.
Just have to raw dog it.
Yeah, just gonna raw dog it. Just raw dogging life over here. All I can envision is this guy playing his Oculus in his underwear and then like watching porn.
Mine's so much bigger.
And then and I looked at him dead in the face. No.
I just wanna funk around. I just wanna funk around.
So Jessie, how was your week? How have you been?
Well, I've had a great week.
Great.
I'm really just looking forward to leaving this island. I always look forward to leaving the island. So I'm on my way to Perth today. I leave in a couple hours and I'm really excited. I'm going to go. I don't have much free time, but I do have one afternoon in between like my flight home and the ending of work, I think I'm going to go to Fremantle and like see the beach. I think. Is there a beach there?
You definitely have to go to Fremantle. They have the most amazing food, markets. And then also you could head up at extra time and go down to Margaret River, do some wineries. Maybe we should do that together.
I feel like that would be awesome.
Yeah,
we definitely should.
Great.
Yeah.
And then I'm coming after you get back from Perth. I'll be there to see.
I know. I'm so excited. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
Together again.
I know. Like, can't keep us apart. It's so wonderful.
So fun. See, it was actually quite a busy week ahead.
Yeah.
Perth.
Yes.
Me. And then.
And then.
Sorry, you were going to say something. I interrupted you.
No, that's okay. This week was pretty uneventful. I mean, I think Zendaya's glass outfit, is it glass or like what was that? Was it plastic?
That's what I was wondering too, because do you remember, like, I don't know if it was the like early 2000s where everyone used to wear those clear plastic shoes. They were like fashionable for a while and people go clubbing in them. And then you'd be sweating and then the whole thing would just be fogged over and it just looked so disgusting. And that's just what came to my mind when I saw her outfit. But it could have been glass, you know.
Oh. Hey, what do we think about this glass purse that's all over like TikTok?
Oh, I know. The pickle purse, the coffee purse.
Like, who the F is going to wear that? Like, and it's so like, I would hate to carry that. It's so rigid and like doesn't move. Like,
I think it was originally meant to be a vase, I think. And then people kind of went with it and started putting random objects in it.
Yeah, the pickles. That really got me. I was like, that's disgusting.
I think. What would you put in it?
Wine, obviously.
Oh, right,
champagne. I don't know. One of those two.
Chicken nuggets.
Yeah, chicken. No, then they'd leave like crumbs all over.
True.
But I guess wine would like make it all sticky. So
yeah.
Just
get a straw. What was I going to say about? The only thing that really happened obviously was the Superbowl last week. But no, I saw a funny meme actually that said in the past month, Taylor Swift has continued a world tour, won her 14th Grammy, announced her 11th new album, watched her boyfriend play in the Super Bowl, and I've been getting ready to dust for the past 2 weeks.
I mean, yeah. She's totally killing it.
She's had a crazy couple of weeks.
She has. Good for her, though. I'm so excited. So she comes here in 2 weeks. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that because that article came out about how she says she's only performing in Singapore.
Yeah. This is the only place in Southeast Asia.
Yeah. And someone, there were some articles saying like why, some other countries were a bit upset that she apparently has signed an exclusivity deal with Singapore and that she can only perform there. There was an article that came out and she got 2 to 3 million per night extra. I don't know if this is true.
It's definitely true. The Singapore government would totally pay for that. Like,
Yeah, because people are saying it's so good for tourism. I mean, the amount of people that
Yeah,
would be flying in for the concerts. But I just
I know.
wondered why she would do that. Obviously, it would be a lot easier for her to stay in one place, everything's set up. She, the venue's done. But for someone who's, obsessed with her fans, I think it's kind of an interesting choice just to stay in one place.
Yeah, I guess because it's so easy to just come here and do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. And
It's just a few-hour flight from anywhere.
yeah, it's going to be awesome. So next week we are making friendship bracelets.
Oh, yes.
To give out.
Have
I
you
hope that
told the
people
girls
do it
yet
here. No, I
you're taking
haven't.
them?
No, I haven't. I'm gonna
Oh my
I'll
God.
probably tell them. I might. Oh, I get the tickets tomorrow, so I'll tell them when I get
You
back.
have to film it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. They never like freak out about stuff, but I mean, when I got the dog, I filmed that. But like, let's see what they do.
I can't wait for that. That's going to be such a nice surprise.
Yeah. The guys that own this bar I went to last night are from California and they're huge 49ers fans. And I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. And then all of a sudden I was like, hey, how about those 49ers? I couldn't.
Were they okay?
I thought they were going to start crying.
Okay.
It was a really fun bar. Like they played 90s hip hop, like
Nice.
oh, they played Damn It Feels Good to Be a Gangster. And I was like, oh my God, this is so good. Yeah, we went to
I
a
love
lot of
those
fun.
kind of bars.
I know.
I don't have time for the...
Ugh, no, thank you.
No. Everyone's
Oh
like
my
loving
God.
the Usher,
The Super Bowl?
Yeah, I'm saying his performance. Everyone's still like coming off it, reeling from it. Usher's
It was
now
so-
like there's a resurgence in all of the Usher things.
Yeah.
And everyone's just so amazed that they can remember every single lyric to that song.
Like, I have no idea how I can. Wait, was it Ludacris or Little John?
Both.
Okay.
Were they both in it?
Yeah, but the rap portion.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like, it's so
Can't
bad.
remember what I had for breakfast yesterday.
I know.
But I can remember every lyric from that
I can
song.
rap all of those lyrics. So I have a funny story. My mom, she was like, I just don't get, like, the last few years, they've just been playing these artists and I just like don't get it. I don't get why. And she like clearly did not like it. She didn't enjoy it. And I was like, Mom, you know that they're like, you know why they're doing this, right? And she's like, no. And I was like, because they're not catering to you. Like, we're the people that they want to entertain, not you. Sorry to say it. And then she'll be like, Jessica. Like, anytime they say my full name, I know that I'm in trouble.
That's for
Still
sure.
to this day, Jessica Marie.
Jessica Marie Kearns.
Oh, are you still hating on Justin Timberlake, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
I figured out why I think you might really hate him. Not because
I love Britney.
Well, also that, but remember when we first started working together and that's all I had was that iPod with Justin Timberlake on it.
Oh,
so that's all we listened to for like 2 years.
iPod.
I know. It was that little, it's still in the drawer, by the way, at the salon. Like, it's still there. Yeah.
What would we do without Spotify now?
I know. I should try and resurrect that iPod and see what's on there. But it would be
who's taken over from the hate of Justin Timberlake?
Who?
Jessica
Oh my God,
Biel.
who?
She's so annoying.
What did she do? Why?
She just keeps saying things that are just so tone deaf, like, and people are just really not enjoying what she's saying. She did a whole thing about how eating in the shower is great. And
that was a joke. That's a joke.
I think she was trying to be relatable, and everyone's like, no one does that. She was talking about eating yogurt in the shower.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Imagine if it like got all wet. Ugh.
I know. And then she was talking about like, oh, it's National Nanny Day. You know who you are. Thanks to all the nannies out there. Everyone's like, just say it to their face. You don't need to post on Instagram about it.
Yeah, I hate it when people do stuff like that. Like when, yeah,
But
that
like Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, everyone does that. They post
I
about their
never do
significant
that.
other. Well, no,
Or like
but some people do.
do you do
And
that?
no, because I just
Yeah.
say it to their face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel the need to like also post like siblings day or like anything
Yeah.
like that. I don't know.
National
It's not.
Margarita Day, maybe.
I would fucking post that. I would post that for sure. Is Cinco de Mayo National Margarita Day?
Maybe. Or every day is National Margarita Day, really, for us.
Yeah, last night was National Margarita Day and I don't feel very good today.
Oh, no.
I know.
Well, you better feel better for the weekend because I'm expecting you to make me some amazing margaritas.
Oh my God. I make the best margaritas. And by the way, we have a
Really
newsletter that's coming out and it's going to have the margarita recipe.
Yes.
Just saying.
Got to do Jessie's special margarita recipe.
Yep.
Yes.
They're lethal though. Like
They
they
are.
have a like sneak attack approach where like you're
One's
fine.
enough for me.
1 minute you're fine. And then all of a sudden it's like, holy cow, I'm so drunk right now. And then we're like walking to the hawker
And then we're
center
eating
and getting mala
We're
at
eating
10 p.m.
mala.
at night.
Like chatting all the uncles up, you know, just
They
having the
loved
best
it.
time. They did.
They loved
I
it.
loved him
haven't-
because he was just like, I'll get you beer, even though we weren't supposed to be drinking it.
Yeah, he was nice.
He was great. So the newsletter, we've got the margarita cocktail recipe coming out.
We've got, yes.
And we have our February book of the month, and then we'll have March's book of the month.
Okay, cool.
February's
What
book is
is
Tom Lake.
Tom Lake?
I It's pleasant.
Still haven't even started it. I feel like
Jessica.
I know.
Jessica Marie Kearns.
I have a 5-hour flight today, so
No
that might
excuses.
happen.
How good is it though that Perth's only like 4 or 5 hours away?
Yeah, and it's the same time zone, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, same time zone.
can't find
This
my
is so
notes.
great.
Ugh.
Oh man.
Just have to raw dog it.
Yeah, just gonna raw dog it. Just raw dogging life over here. I have to.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, like how about we don't, everybody? Like just don't walk around with those things on. You look ridiculous.
The Apple
Oh,
Vision.
but I have to tell you, like one of my red flags. So I went out on a date with this guy and he tricked me into like coming to his apartment. Like he's like, "Oh, let's just have wine by my pool before we go for dinner." And I'm like, "Okay, like that sounds really great to me, but also I know I'm not stupid. Like you're tricking me into getting into your apartment."
Take me out
and
for
so
dinner first.
yeah, like what? Anyway, so we had wine by the pool and then I like had left my bag up in his place. But then when I went back to get my bag before I was leaving because he wasn't feeding me, which is like, guys, if you listen to this, just feed girls and give them wine. Like that's all they need. Like we don't need anything else. Just give me food and wine and I'm happy. Okay.
Yeah.
But I go back up to his apartment and on his couch, I notice that he has an Oculus and I get immediate ick. Like this is because all I can envision is this guy playing his Oculus in his underwear and then like watching porn. And yeah.
How old is he?
That's 38. Like living by himself, doing his Oculus. Like that's all I could think of was like, oh God. I didn't see him again because you know what he offered me? He's like, "I don't have any food, but I have some almonds." Like,
maybe
I don't
he doesn't have any money because he spent it all on this Oculus.
I was like, I need like food. And he's like, "Oh, well, we can like, let's order something." I'm like, "Well, it's already 9:15. So I think I'm just going to go home now."
Yeah. Well done.
So bad.
God.
Like
it's not even just one red flag.
And he didn't even offer me. Yeah, it was several things about this was so wrong. But he
didn't take me out for dinner. Didn't feed me.
No, was on his Instagram like while we were sitting by the pool. Like I was like, "Are you uploading a picture on your Instagram?" And he's like, "Yeah, for my friends." I'm like, "Is this that boring for you? Like what?" Yeah, the whole thing was bad. And then, by the way, after we drank the wine, like he drank most of the wine and he didn't offer me anything else to drink after that. Like the whole thing was just
God.
bad news.
Run away. Run.
It was not good.
This is I just heard that this is a thing, but people are creating groups like have we dated the same guy, or like warning people about certain guys. Have you seen this? I don't know if this has been around for a while.
No.
So in Bangkok, there's like a few Facebook pages where it's like letting people know, like, hey, I'm dating this guy, blah, blah, blah. So other
What?
people know. They've obviously had such bad experiences and they're just trying to like help other women and warn them.
I mean, when I was getting divorced, I would have totally done that. Like I wanted to put his face all over everything. Like I wanted to staple his face all over the telephone poles and paste it like in bathrooms.
Warning.
I didn't though. Instead, I got a cat.
Yes. That's a good story.
Yeah. Yeah, the cat.
Wasn't your ex allergic to cats?
So what happened is I said, you know what, like it's time for you to leave the house. Like I don't want you to come back. And then I said, I'm going to give you until like tomorrow to like get some stuff and just like don't come back. I don't want you in the house. And so that night I went to stay at my best friend's house and like we had barely slept. I mean, I woke up at 6 a.m. and she was awake. And then we were like sitting there and we watched like Wet Hot American Summer or something.
I love that movie. It's so
it
good.
was, well, no, there was a series. Like, so we watched the series. And then I was just like, what are we going to do all day? And she just looked at me and goes, mate, I think you need to go get a cat. And I was like, I started cry laughing so hard that I'm like, yes, we are doing this. So we go to the pet store, which is just around the corner. I mean, we had to wait a couple hours because the pet store wasn't open. So we go to the pet store. And the reason why,
cat.
Yeah, well, no, not quite. But like I saw this cat that I have now and I was like, you know, holding it and I didn't know what to do, but I just like looked up at the guy who was like helping me and I was just like, I'll take it. And he's like, well, and my friend started laughing so hard and he's like, don't you want to think about it? And I was like, yeah, sure. So we go to the coffee shop like 2 doors down. But then I was like, oh, he has this like separate bank account with money that I have the passcode to get money out of this bank account, but I never do because it's how he would like pay his bills in the US. And I was like, I'm going to get $2,000 out of there and buy this cat. And so I go to the ATM and get the $2,000 out because it was like $1,600 for the cat. And then like all the extras, like the litter and all this, the food, all that stuff. And that was an extra $400. And I totally took all of his money and bought a cat.
I did not
I'm
know
not
this.
like, you didn't? Oh
no.
That's how I got the cat.
This
but
makes
then
the story
like,
even better.
I know. Yeah. Because I used his money but I'm not like a malicious person, but I'll do shit like that. And I'll be like, oh, well. So I bring the cat home and then the girls are like super happy with, you know, like they get a new cat and blah, blah, blah. And then the next day he comes back to the house and is like, oh, I saw your new friend. And then I was just like, get away from her. She hates boys. Get away. Like she hates your guts.
Snow White. Snow White hates boys.
So I bought the cat with his money. It was so great.
Some people do other things while they're going through a divorce. I think buying a cat is pretty tame.
I mean, it was pretty good. Yeah. I feel like that was a harmless thing. It could have been way worse. Yeah. It could have been way worse. I have to tell you about my experience at the nail salon yesterday.
Oh yeah, I really need to know because
it was.
I saw the photo.
No bueno. It was no bueno. Like so I normally only go to this one girl and apparently now I know her number is 105. So I'm always going to ask for 105.
What do you mean she has a number?
Yeah. Her name is
her name.
She has a unique name, but then the guy was like, oh, if you come back, you need to ask for 105. And I was like, just schedule me in now for 2 weeks because this shit is not going to last. So the lady, first of all, she didn't even act like she wanted to be doing my nails. And I get it. Like, my feet are gross. I run, I exercise. I was doing CrossFit and spin yesterday. Like, they're gross feet, but that's why I need help. Like, but
Why you need
she,
a pedicure.
yeah, she really just was not into it. It was so bad. And so I think I've told you about this before, but in Singapore, they're all about a package. They're like, get a package. Okay, so the last time they swindled me into getting a package, like, the girl made me feel guilty because she didn't have enough sales that month. And I was like, ugh, fine, but I'm never doing this again.
You say
Right?
that every time.
Well, it's not because you don't save that much money. Like,
yeah.
it's
No,
a
but I know.
10%. It's a 10% discount, and you give them $500 to get a 10% discount. I'm
They
like,
just bully you. They bully you into it every time.
They totally bullied me. And the guy, and I was so strong and firm, and I'm like, no, no, no. And then the girl was like, oh, sister, I don't have enough sales. And I was like, I'll do this one time for you. Like, this is not happening again. So then yesterday I get up to the till. I'm already pissed off because my manicure looks shitty. And the lady was like, she didn't use the hard gel. So I know that this is going to last for like 5 days. Cause of, my job, my hands are in water all the time. Like, okay. So I get up to the till, and the guy, I've never seen him before. He's a different guy. And he goes, oh, it's Chinese New Year. We have a promotion. Do you want to top up on your package? And I looked at him dead in the face, and I go, no. And he goes, are you sure? And then I go like this, no. And I made this slip motion across my neck, and he just laughed and was like, okay. But I'm like, why at that moment did I choose to go, no, like, across my neck?
Well, you got your point across, okay?
I
So that's
did.
the main thing. Maybe that's
He
what you
just
just need
laughed
to do
and
in
was-
life.
I know. Like,
Maybe, when someone's like, do you want to just take on this extra work? You can be like, no.
it was so bad. But he did laugh, which is very special because Singaporeans don't usually laugh at things. And he got what I was trying to. Yeah. And that's the thing too. Like, I don't speak Chinese. I don't speak Mandarin. And they don't speak English very well. So, like, they know, do you want a package? But I mean, he knew that I was annoyed and that I made that motion, and he was like, okay.
I think I'm going to just start using that in general life. There's
so
nothing
bad.
worse though than, going to the nail salon is like a treat, something that you do for yourself. And
Yes.
if you have a negative experience, like, it really does, like, it ruins my day. And I know that sounds like such a first world problem, but you want to leave feeling good. You want to be like, I love my nails.
And my toes literally look like I did them or my kid did them.
No, they look like my 6-year-old did them. I think
You
she could do a better job.
You can totally show the picture. I'm not going to be offended if you do that.
Put the picture up, producer Phil.
Oh my God. It is so bad. And my feet aren't even soft. Like, the other girl really takes the time, but I'm totally making them give me a free pedicure, by the way. Like, I'll let you know in 2 weeks how that goes.
I know, it's a shame you can't go back in, but also that's another thing. Like, who has time?
Yeah, I know. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was no bueno. I know it's just for making the slit the throat motion.
Saying no. I think for about 4 or 5 years, every time you're like, they made me do another package. I didn't want to, but I did it. And like, you just keep.
I know. But I'm like, this is not okay. Like, don't, because it was like one guy came up to me and then another guy, and they're like, oh, but we got promotion. And I'm like, trying to get across in English that they can't understand how this is not a good deal. Like, 10% to me isn't, like, I'm still paying $100 every time I go in there.
Yeah.
Every time I get my nails done with a package, manicure and pedicure, it's $120.
It's crazy prices right now.
And they tried to charge me the same last time. And I was like, oh no, she didn't do the hard gel. So I'm not paying for that. And then they were
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. Because all
yeah.
of it is written in Chinese too. So I have no idea what the fuck they're writing down.
But I hate how they charge you for every little thing.
Yeah. I call
Like,
this
oh, I'll take it
nickel
off.
and
That's $10.
yeah.
And then, oh, I'll use this lotion. That's $15.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
That's like, to me, that should just be built into the price.
It should definitely be built in. It's a pedicure.
Well, and yeah, and then gel manicure. And she didn't even put cuticle oil on my nails. I think, honestly, I think she was just like really excited to eat her lunch and like, that's it.
Fucking over
like,
with.
Yeah. I mean, she knew, because I told her, I was like, this is like really, I was looking, I'm like, this is like really bad. And then she's like, oh, if you fix later. And I'm like, no, you like got toenail polish all over my cuticles. And then, but yeah.
Or you could just go somewhere else.
Okay. So the thing is I really like that other girl because the nails stay on forever. Like she's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to get her 105. Why does she have a number though? That's a little bit concerning.
I think it's like the massage place, you know, like the massage place, everyone has like they've got a name, but then they've got a number too.
That's really not very personal. But
it was
if you have a good person, like hairstylist, nail lady, wax lady, like you want to keep them. So
for sure.
I get it. All right, cool. Do you want to wrap anything up before we go? I'm just thinking if there's anything else that I've not put in here that I haven't talked about. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Sweet.
So if you like what you're hearing, go ahead and follow us on IG where I look better tanned because we do.
And YouTube and TikTok.
Wherever you find your podcasts. Yes. Apple Podcast.
So we'll be back next week and you can hear all about our travel adventures. Jessie you can tell us about Perth.
Surely I'm going to have some exciting story to tell you guys.
For sure. And we'll have some fun, exciting stories to tell from us hanging out and working together.
Yeah. It's gonna be awesome.
And also there's very good looking men in Australia.
Oh, I'm very excited about this.
You should.
You
should go on a date and then that'll be a really fun story.
I could try. Be like, I have 3 hours free. Who wants to meet me?
Just, is it Tinder? Hinge? What are you using these days?
Bumble, Hinge.
Bumble.
I don't really use Tinder because that's like the hookup app.
Oh, it is. Yeah, but shouldn't you use that then if you're just in Perth for like a night?
Yeah, but I'm not in like a hoe phase right now.
Oh, right. Okay.
Sorry. Like
boring.
I know. Sorry, guys. I'm just like, you missed my hoe phase. It was really fun.
And some of us just have to live vicariously through you. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully I don't get a boyfriend anytime soon, but you never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Good to see you. We'll see you
Peace
soon.
out, A-Town. Oh, boop, 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 boop. Yeah.